Do I need PR? This is something we hear all the time from founders, small business owners, and startups, usually whispering a little nervous, thinking that they are either behind on something, on a milestone, or they're just not ready yet. And I want to start by saying something very clearly. You don't need PR just because other brands are doing it. PR is not a box that you check, it's a strategy. And sometimes with the goals you have in mind for your business, PR or traditional PR actually doesn't make sense. So let's talk about when PR actually makes sense, when it doesn't, because both are important. First, let's talk about why a brand would want PR in the first place. So PR helps build credibility faster than anything else. When a publication, a podcast, or an outlet features your brand, it acts as almost like a third-party endorsement. So it's not like you saying it, right? It hits different when somebody else is talking about your brand. And that trust is something that carries into sales, partnerships, long-term brand equity. So when we're talking about PR, we're really talking about like one piece of the major, we always call it like a brand growth strategy, because it really is. It's helping to build a narrative, it's helping to build community and really communicate your values to other customers. And the way that we buy in 2026, or the way that we decide to be diehard fans of brands, is through values. And so by being able to communicate this through PR to the masses and to audiences, this is really what the backbone will be in building and expanding your brand for the long term. PR also helps with the discovery. It introduces your brand to people who would never have found you otherwise through social media or ads. Media platforms already have built-in audiences, and when your story lives there, you're really borrowing the attention in a way that feels organic and earned. Now, another huge reason brands invest in PR long-term or for longevity is because social posts disappear. Ads disappear the second you stop paying them, but press lives on and really has these compounding effects that we always talk about. If you listen to our channel a lot, you hear us talk about how it's almost like putting money into the stock market, right? Like you get a feature here, you get a feature there, and it ends up like almost spreading like wildfire in terms of people talking about your brand. Maybe another publication will pick up that story and they'll post it on their publication. And it's really about that repetition and those contributions that expand your brand awareness and visibility over time. Articles get searched, podcasts get replayed, and your brand starts to show up when people Google you or research you, which quietly is the driving force of this compounding effect. And finally, PR creates opportunity. Features often lead to collaborations, to wholesale conversations, speaking opportunities, investor interests, and partnerships you couldn't possibly plan for. PR opens doors that you didn't know were possible, because when your brand starts getting featured on larger scales, people start coming to you with creative opportunities, which is something that's really exciting and fun when you start implementing a PR strategy. So now here's a part that most people skip. Now, you don't necessarily need PR if your goal is local. PR looks very different for local brands or on a local level, and often overlaps with things like marketing, ads, community-based outreach. We would recommend things like going to your local chamber events or really networking. That's where local expands. Whereas if you're looking for building that national recognition, PR is going to give you access to the big publications like Food and Wine, Vogue, Forbes. That's going to really hold credibility and weight on a national scale. You also may not be ready for PR just yet if you need work on your foundational brand pieces. So for PR, it's like there's two things. It's like if you're looking for hyper local, it might not really be a great strategy for you. Or number two, you just might not be ready yet. And so we would recommend honing in on your brand foundations first before reaching out to the media. And that could look like still figuring out your messaging, not having finalized product packaging, not having product images, maybe not having samples on hand, having those basics like headshots, a website, and your professional email. Now, I want to emphasize that things do not need to be perfect here. Everyone needs to start somewhere. But you want to feel confident when you're introducing your brand to the masses. PR amplifies whatever already exists. So having those basic places and pieces makes the experience of the brand that you're trying to portray way more effective. And so we recommend knowing your readiness before pursuing something like a PR strategy. PR doesn't create clarity, it actually amplifies the clarity. So once you are clear in communicating, who your brand is, what it does, and you have the right pictures and packaging and all of that, that's a great stepping stone and a starting point to then move on to PR on a national scale if that's your goal. This is why we always tell founders that PR is the most powerful tool when it's intentionally used. It works best when you're thinking long term, when you know what you want to be known for, and when you're ready for people to find you outside of your own audience. So if you've been asking yourself, do I need PR? The real question is, what do I want my brand to be known for? And am I ready to be seen for it? And if you're curious on where to start and you're not really sure, visit visibilityonpurpose.com. We have multiple offers that help you in really whatever stage you're at. So if you're a brand that is not sure if you're ready for PR yet, you want another set of eyes on your website, your assets, we have something called our brand audits, and we help do that for you. Now, if you know that your foundations are solid and you're ready to just hit the ground running with your PR strategy, we have our personalized PR plans where we write a pitch for you, tell you exactly which outlets will most likely want to feature you, and we give you the exact step-by-step tools to just implement and go for it. And we also have an incredible consulting option. This is for those who typically already did the PR strategy plan with us and they're looking to just get another set of eyes on what they're doing. Maybe they want an accountability buddy. Maybe they want somebody to just help coordinate those media conversations to make sure that you're going to get the interviews and get the features. Sometimes there's a little bit of nuance in those conversations. So we love to be there for every step of that journey if you're interested in more of a consulting option. And I have to do it, guys, but please like, subscribe, and comment. That really helps us be able to continue to create these types of videos for you. We absolutely love to share PR strategies. PR is something that typically brands don't know exists until they get to a certain stage and then they're like, oh my gosh, I need it. And so we want to really be that proactive voice for you so that you can make the best decisions when you're looking to expand your brand and ensure that growth happens for the long term.